Hot and humid day closing out with some scattered thunderstorms and localized heavy rain here. We do have a flood warning in effect basically from Webster back into Southbridge into southwestern Worcester County until 7 o'clock. You can see the heaviest of the rain out of Southbridge now. We're working through Webster over to Douglas, and that's pushing in toward Milford and Franklin here over the next half an hour or so. Franklin already seeing a little bit of light rain. This storm not nearly as intense as it was just about a half an hour or an hour ago off to the west. So it is losing some of its punch, although we have some pretty good downpours stretching now from Marlboro right along that 495 belt. This is going to edge its way into Hudson and Stowe here shortly, back into Hopkinton as well, and perhaps as close as Holliston if the southern edge of that makes it in. Closer to the city of Boston, not much Boston, East Boston, Chelsea, back into Revere, though Revere beginning to see a shower settle on in fairly close here. That one's going to move over towards Salem, already into Linfield along that 95 Route 1 stretch north of the city of Boston, and that's going to move into Danvers, Peabody as well, over to Ipswich within about a half an hour or so to Ipswich over through Cape Ann, although we're getting a little light rain in Cape Ann as we speak. Hampstead, New Hampshire, close to Nashua, a thunderstorm there. That one's moving off to the northeast. So you get the point here. A lot of us seeing some rain with this line that's moving in, although the storm's not nearly as intense as what they were like back through western Mass and into Connecticut. So they're beginning to fade on out, more so of a beneficial rain as of now moving into the metro Boston area. Wouldn't be a bad idea to get a quarter of an inch or so of water on the lawn, right? Not going to promise everyone sees that. I think this line becomes more broken, especially as it goes through southeastern Mass later on this evening over the next couple of hours. Anything past 9 o'clock tonight, I think the showers and storms few and far between. We hit 90 again today. Not only do we hit 90, we had the really high humidity. Still 84 in Boston, 76 in Fitchburg. And you look at the dew point levels running into the lower 70s, 70 and above, it starts to feel like that tropical air mass in place. And we've certainly had that the last couple of days. You look back behind the cold front that's moving in, there's not much cold air, is there? 87 in Chicago right now, 85 in Detroit. This is the air mass that's going to be moving in. So it's still warm tomorrow, but behind the front is the humidity that lowers big time. Dew points into the 50s across the Midwest. We'll enjoy that tomorrow afternoon. So a much more comfortable hot day ahead of us for Friday into Saturday. 65 to 72 tonight. Humidity lowering by the time we get into the wee hours of the morning. 85 to 90 tomorrow. Hot, but the humidity is much lower, so it's an easier heat to take. Can't rule out an isolated pop-up storm Saturday afternoon, but the weekend mainly dry and the humidity still in check through Saturday and Sunday.